So here we go, and happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. And you know something? Before I even go ahead and get started, I'm actually liking this particular landscape. I'm really liking this. This is pretty cool. So shout outs to CEO Miss Michelle MUPO from MUPO Entertainment for providing me with this suggestion. This is pretty cool here. I can definitely get used to this. So, blessed evening, everyone. Happy post 4th of July holiday for most here in the USA. This is Sean White here in my living room in Atlanta, Georgia. And guys, I'm so super excited as far as what's going to take place. So, first and foremost, I want to go ahead and give a special shout out to Coach Shyla J for definitely providing me with these quotes and more so the inspiration of just moving forward with this. And guys, this is going to be fun. So let me just go ahead and tell you what this is all about. Let me jump into it. So I titled this series the 20 days of quotes. What does that mean? That means for 20 days, guys, Monday through Friday at different times, because I have a day job, I'm going to be coming to you and I'm going to be doing like a keynote, somewhat, if you will. I'm going to be tailoring as far as the presentation based upon the quotes in which that I have gotten. And these quotes are more so of entrepreneur quotes, and they're really designed as far as to empower you and more so encourage you and give you that extra motivation and push to move forward and to really just dominate and crush your goals, guys. So this is going to be very fun. So do me a favor, if you will. And by the way, just let me know too, guys, because I love engagement. So let me know too if I'm too loud, if I'm too low, if I'm moving too fast. Let me know, because I love engagement here. So as you're tuning in, of course, you catch me on the live, put in hashtag live, and let me know where you're tuning in from, of course. And also on the replay, go ahead and do the same thing. So for day one, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling. And day one's title is, and I want to make sure I got this correct here, I will win, maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. Oh, I love that. That quote is so powerful, and when I read it, it was like, wow, it hit me like truly in my spirit. So what does that mean, guys, when you hear a quote like that? That has to be something in which that, as being an entrepreneur or even a career-oriented person, right? This can apply for anyone, really. It gives you more so of the mentality of the spirit that, you know what, no matter what, no matter how it looks like, no matter how it feels like, doesn't matter as far as what's going on, that you will win. Maybe not as of right now, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but eventually you will definitely get there, absolutely and definitely. And that is something that there's a certain boldness, right? There's a certain attitude you gotta have to adopt that mentality. So I came up with a few points in which, from that quote, in which I've gotten, which I feel is very fantastic. And by the way, guys, if you're tuning in, just do me a favor, if you will, just comment, put in hashtag live, let me know where you're tuning in from, and also do it on the replay. So here we go, guys. So something in which that I've noticed, and this is a point that I noticed with all peak performers, all those that's high end, doesn't matter if you're in music, entertainment, whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, sports, whatever the case, all peak performers, they all adopt and model this particular concept. They just use it in different ways. They really use it in different ways. A lot of motivational speakers, those that's in the public eye, they truly adopt that and they allow for it to resonate in their spirit. They do it about a couple of times, 3 times, sometimes even more than that a day, depending upon of the project or what's going on. Because you have to reinforce that within yourself, because the world is telling you otherwise. If you guys haven't noticed, the system is designed for you pretty much to fail. The system is designed for you, and it doesn't matter where you're at, it's designed for you to be average, to be mediocre, right? So when you adopt that, and that's what with the peak performers, when they adopt that philosophy, they really go in. They put that feeling, they put that emotion into it, and they mean it. Because when you really incorporate that into your spirit from the inside, it reflects on the outside. How is that? It reflects as far as with your attitude. It reflects on how the way you show up, whether you're doing video marketing, whether you're doing presentations, whether you're doing meetings, whatever the case, it shows. It comes out. And people resonate with that. And they're like, wow, there's a certain confidence, there's a certain charisma, right? Or swag, as they will. That's the reason why, because that's something that's been rehearsed. You might have heard of it as being called mental rehearsing, if you will. So that's one point in which that I got from this quote. The second point in which I got from this quote, and I wrote this down, so I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down like this, it's because I got my notes, like I mentioned, right? The second thing is that it allows for you to have full confidence in yourself and tells your higher power or the universe that you're serious. I want you to think about that. When you adopt that philosophy, your higher power or the universe or wherever have you, they know that you're serious. Because so much of the average or mediocre, they're not thinking of that. They say, oh yeah, well that sounds good. Yeah, I'll definitely go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move forward and do that project. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move forward with that vision or that idea in which that I have. But they're really not all that serious, right? And you can kind of sense that from people. I mean, I definitely been like that before, so I can attest to that. I'm the first one. I'm not pointing shade at anybody, definitely. And that's the reason why that there's no consistency, because of the fact that the higher power or universe doesn't feel that vibration. Coach Shyla J, thank you so much for hopping on. I definitely do appreciate that. It's because of you, madam. You gave me the inspiration to go ahead and do this series. But also too, Coach Shyla, if you can do me just a small favor, is you can just let the group know that I'm actually live on my page, and if they want to hop on board, cool. If not, they can catch the replay. So I want you to really think about that. If you want people to take you seriously, you have to be serious yourself, and more so by you adopting this philosophy or this quote, really, and have that burned into your spirit, into your hard drive. Start getting into the habit of that. What's going to happen that your higher power, the universe, is going to be like, hey, that young man or that young lady, he's different. She's different. There's a certain conviction that they have. And they're willing to do what it takes. Morally, within reason, of course. And they're willing to get the resources, right? And just on sheer faith alone, they don't know as far as if it's going to happen, in the future, but they just have that faith and they have that inner confidence that it will work. I like that. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring them the right resources, the right people, the right circumstances, etc., to help them along the journey. Is that making sense to anybody? I really hope so. The third point in which that I wanted to mention is that, again, when you adopt this story, that it affirms and lets people know that you're in it for the long haul, guys. To tell you a quick story, that when I became an entrepreneur about 8 years ago, I had to make a decision that when I started this journey, did I just want to be like a one-hit wonder? Did I just want to be like a one-trick pony? Basically meaning like, I just make the money and then I'm gone, right? I'm going to be living, quote unquote, I guess, ghetto fabulous or wherever have you, right? Or do I want to be committed? Do I really want to be in it for the long haul? And that goes back as far as with me of why did I even want to be an entrepreneur even to begin with, right? Because everybody has different reasons, of course. Everybody has different reasons. Some, of course, trying to get out of debt. Some for time freedom. Some to spend more time with their family, of course. Vacations, more vacations, fire their boss, whatever the case, right? Everybody has their own reasons. But it really falls back to more so of why are you doing this, and are you willing to be in this for the long haul? Are you willing, as far as to put the time in, the personal growth, in which I heard that Coach Shiloh mentioned earlier, as far as on Facebook Live. The personal growth is very important. That's something that is non-negotiable. So for me, I can't speak about anybody else, but for me, that's non-negotiable. So yes, I'm willing to be in this for the long haul, as long as I'm alive and breathing and I'm in my right state of mind, praise God. So moving forward with the next one. When you adopt this quote that you will win, no matter what, absolutely and definitely. Do you know that it takes courage and boldness to even do that? Because when you adopt that, ladies and gentlemen, you are telling people that yes, I am bold. Yes, I know this takes courage. And to people on the outside looking in, maybe those that you grew up with or know, those that may know you and that's watching you, they're like, wow, this person is really stepping outside their comfort zone. They're probably thinking, maybe in the back of their mind, like, man, they crazy, man. I'm not doing that network marketing thing or that internet thing. And so they have their self-limited doubts and beliefs, and they're like saying to themselves, like, they're nuts. But I respect that person. I respect them as far as for be willing to go out there, right, and really put themselves on a limb. Because one of the things in which I've learned in my mastermind group from yesterday is like a quote from Jim Rohn, in which he said, life is risky. Business is risky. Getting married is risky. Having kids is risky. Making business moves and transactions is risky. Everything is risky. So if that's the case, if everything is risky, then why not just give it a go, right? And just put your all into it. What you gotta lose? What you gotta lose? So you have to be courageous and you have to be bold within it, because opposition is gonna come, jealousy is gonna come, envy is gonna come, things is gonna happen, people are gonna stab you in the back, all those different things is gonna come about, right? All those things is gonna come about. But you have to be courageous to be in it for the long haul. And that's the reason why we admire and we respect those that's really up there on a high echelon, so to speak. Because they will be the first ones to tell you that, believe me, okay, they had to go through their growing pains, they had to go through their battle scars, they had to go through, certain things. They're not immune to it. They're not immune to it whatsoever. It's just that they adopted a certain mentality and they just have more resources than we do at the moment, if that makes sense. So, thank you, Coach Shiloh. I definitely appreciate that. And for all those that's tuning in, by all means, please, feel free just to go ahead and comment. Definitely appreciate that. If you're watching us on the live, put in the hashtag live, and of course on the replay, you know what to do by now. Okay? And also the last thing, guys, is that when you adopt this, you're betting on yourself through faith and work that it will get done. Here's the difference, right? When you have just faith and you just sit on your butt versus just having faith and putting in the work. Well, actually, if I can go this route. In the book of James, right, it says faith without works is dead. That's in, the ancient scriptures. Which basically means is this. You can have the faith all you want. But if you're just praying, and you're asking, and you're just doing one of these, and you're not doing anything, you're not reaching out, you're not connecting, you're not learning, you're not growing, you're not developing your skills, you're not investing into a mentorship or coach, you're not going to people that's doing it at a very high level and you're learning from them, then it's not going to work for you. It's really not going to work for you. And that's from someone that's telling you, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt in the campaign. So I'm telling you from experience, it's not going to work. Only through as far as with action. Sonia, welcome. Thank you so much for hopping on, and happy post July 4th. It only works, guys, if you take action. There's no other way. you have to take action when you do this. So when you do that, you're also betting on yourself and you're betting on your skill set, right? And I have a saying: start as far as on where you're at, right? If you don't have a super expensive microphone, start where you're at. If you don't have one of the latest computers that's like 1,000 or 2,000, wherever the amount there is, start where you're at. That is no excuse whatsoever. Because if you adopt that mentality, guess what? You start where you at, and by default, you will grow and you will level up. But start where you're at, ladies and gentlemen, because you are needed at this current time. But by you playing small and by you, I would say, still entertaining those self-limited doubts and beliefs and all those quote-unquote excuses, right? Then you're not helping anyone. The most important, you're definitely not helping yourself whatsoever. So, I don't know if people resonate with that. I might have lost some folks on this live, but that's okay. Those that truly, get this, they will understand where I'm coming from. So, in closing, guys, great things, and I apologize for the I'm working on as far as my speech and my delivery, so apologies for the in advance. But moving forward, guys, great news, because I'm a part of an entertainment firm called MUPO Entertainment, and I'm loving the direction in which that this organization is going. We're looking for those as far as that will be interested as far as being a part of TV and media. And if you're interested as far as we're having your own TV show or series, guys, now would be a great time to have a conversation with me. We are definitely growing. The CEO of the company, she's very well respected in the TV and entertainment media industry, well connected. She's regularly interviewing celebrities. And guys, I'm telling you, this is something that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So if this is something that you would be intrigued on, by all means, just send me like a private message, or if you have my contact number, let's go ahead and set up a quick time and day where, we can talk and see as far as if this would be a mutual fit. And guess what? You may even know some folks that may be looking for something like this. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's just so amazing. Like, wow. I'm like literally blown away at the information that I'm learning. So, in closing, guys, keep this in mind. The person that believes that they can, the person that believes that they can are both usually correct. Only question I have is that which side do you truly believe in? Right? The person that can or the person that can't? But either way, you are truly correct. Why? Because you believe it to be so internally in your spirit. So on that note, guys, I appreciate it so much. Coach Shyla, thank you so much for hopping on and providing me as far as with these quotes. I truly appreciate that. Lakeisha, I see you coming on. Welcome. Thank you. It's definitely a pleasure. And guys, for tomorrow, day 2, we're going to go ahead and move forward. And this is going to be a whole lot of fun. So hop on board. And until then, if what I stated on this live either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, then may God be the glory, ladies and gentlemen. I take no credit for absolutely none of it. Until then, you're all amazing. By His grace and mercy, look forward to seeing you all. Mayana. Peace and love, family. Thank you.